it's the fact that it.
G'day guys, how are you?
Good, darling.
Oh, that's so nice of you, sweetie.
Alright, now I'm worried.
As you should be. Are you hosting this one, Aaron?
Sorry, dude?
I said, are you hosting this particular instance?
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, I figured you said something like that last night, so I just thought I'd ask.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, good luck.
Did you just leave your account logged in all the time, do you?
Yeah, I tried to. I do sleep though.
Yes. If there was any dedicated server tools that I'm unaware of.
Yeah, you just put your legs on the chair, legs on the desk, you lay back and you...
Nice. I get it.
just wish everything gets back to
Oh, I'm due to cough. Oh, I just... Yeah. Rhythm? Rhythm?
That's one thing I never thought I'd see on the map. A pork chasing a toad.
What?
Oh, I'm just trying to be a smart Aussie. There's actually a place called Pork Chop, and there's the one that's called, what is it, Toad Straight. And yeah, the pork is chasing the toad.
Right, that's awesome. Thanks for the follow there, Vic 9 as well.
And we're having fun too.
It's all good, man. That's what it's here for, man. Just to come in, relax, have fun. But yeah, don't interfere with other players. That's the main thing.
Yeah, nah, it's all good. Thanks for putting the server up, mate. I've seen it up there a couple of times, just never gotten in to have a go.
Hope you don't mind, Aaron. I'm streaming also while I'm playing, so if there's anything you don't want me to put up, just let me know.
Go for it, dude. If you want to advertise the servers, then go for it. You never know. Alex on the Nimero might jump in.
I doubt it. I don't have that many viewers. I just know some people like pros.
Well, Alex is, yeah, well, if you don't know, Alex is just like the, he does all, like, the streaming part of it, and then Nemiro's, I think he's kind of, he works for SES. I don't know if he actually does any, like, the map designing or anything, but, yeah, every now and then they live stream, and they've already stated that, yeah, they might secretly jump in on people's streams or sessions.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, I didn't know that. I'd stream multiple different games, so I don't actually just let like people on servers I'm in to know that I'm doing it. So, oh, what the fuck did you do that for, mate?
Yeah, no, I get it, man, I get it. I mean, I could stream half the games I play, man, but I think for the first day, yeah, I might go okay. Second day, third day, nah, because I'll just run out of things to say and try and keep the public entertained.
Yeah, well, usually when I'm driving the trucks, I just like to stream the music on the side. Just sort of drive down the road if people want to watch it. Fair enough.
Yeah, no worries.
Like I streamed all night last night. We were trying to push old mate up the hill. That was pretty. We were at it for an hour and a half.
Yeah. when everything goes to bloody plan and this event ends on the 15th, I'm pretty sure we're going to get Wyoming maybe 2 days, 2 to maybe 5 days after the event is finished.
When do they reckon Texas is coming out? I'm going to buy both anyway.
I don't know on that, man. Because I'm pretty up to date with SCS. They said if it's on time and on schedule, they said it might be before Christmas or just around Christmas. But from what they're saying, and the CEO is already saying that, yeah, he's not going to break it up into 2 separate DLCs. It's going to be one big massive DLC. But I've just got a funny feeling in the way things are going at the moment. I mean, because usually when it comes to DLCs, we usually get them around about June, July. But for some strange reason, instead of giving us the DLC, they dropped this Idaho event. So it's kind of pushed Wyoming back. So I'm probably guessing Texas, we're probably not going to see until the end of next, maybe sometime next year, because apparently, even in real life, I think it's classed as the second state, the largest state in the US. So it's going to be a big, massive DLC. So, and from what I heard, they're not even halfway through it yet. So it could be sometime next year, and I think that's why they dropped this event, and that's why they're keeping Wyoming stretched out as far as possible, because yeah, they just want to try and, you know, drop it so the community doesn't get bored, you know what I mean? Like, they're trying to stretch it out and drop it at a time when it's probably going to be close to Christmas and whatnot, when they break up for 2 weeks over Christmas.
Righto, yeah. Well, Wyoming, I'm looking forward to that anyway, so. I'm actually looking forward to the day we can drive from California to New York sort of thing.
Yeah. Well, if they, actually I've worked out then, if I worked out on the current map scale at the current moment what it is, because we still got a bigger map scale than ETS2, if it stays on this scale, and we do get New York, yeah, it's going to take over 7 to 8 hours to drive from one end of the map to the other side.
I was streaming on your server for 7 hours last night.
Oh, nice, dude. Well, thank you very much, I appreciate it.
Actually gained 6 new followers during that process, so 7-hour run from California to New York, that'd be well worth it for me.
Yeah, it's going to be a long run. Well, apparently they said they're going to try and continue the 80, because apparently the 80 is supposed to go from San Francisco. But I think SCS has said that it's going to be one of the major highways, so I think they're going to try and make it go from San Francisco all the way to New York.
Well, if they keep going the southern states, well, they're going to do Texas, then Louisiana, eventually across to Florida, so you should be able to run from Washington to Florida, right?
Eventually. And not many people know this, but I've already kind of, I found the file where all the DLCs sit into, and I've actually managed to get it open. Because how many's in the States already? There's what, 51, 52?
Yeah, somewhere in it.
Well, in the file, how SCS has done it, okay, there's, the way this file works and the way it outlines, every time they drop a DLC, you've got available DLCs at the top, and then you've got not yet DLCs at the bottom. So every time they drop a DLC or a state, let's just say Wyoming drops right now, it'll come out not yet available into the now available section, and from what I figured it out, ATS in total is going to get up to about 81 map DLCs.
Nice, that'd be cool.
So that includes Canada, that includes the little islands down south, like down east and like way down south to Yama, San Diego. It includes that little island to the west of Bellingham, because if you ever take a trip up to Port Angeles at the moment, and just where you got the repair centre at Port Angeles, and then you got that little T section just when you come out, you got that little T section that opens up, and that actually goes into a ferry. So they've actually put that in there to get it ready at the moment. So yeah, there's a lot of little secrets in here, but yeah, we should have up to about 81 max DLCs.
And we're going to buy every one of them because that's how we go.
Yeah, and I've seen this game from day one, man. When it first was dropped and released, we only had California, but the community complained that the map was too small because most of the people finished the map like just California in like 2 days. And then I think a month later they dropped Nevada, and they gave us Nevada for free. So I've kind of seen the game evolve since day one.
Yeah, I had a lot of the original truck simulators back in the day, like 18 Wheels of Steel and stuff like that. So I had ETS. I bought this pretty quickly I got this pretty quickly when it came out, and slowly been upgrading. I haven't had, with work of course. You know, we have to work for a living. Been few and far between of actually being able to get on and go for a good drive.
Oh yeah, man, I was stoked when this first came out. It didn't take me long to get off ETS2 because I was playing ETS2 before 2 years prior this was released, and as soon as I jumped on this, man, I haven't looked back because half the community knows, because I always follow the forums as well. It's like they're using ETS2 as a test game, and then they're doing whatever they learn off ETS2, they're making ATS better because they've learned off ETS. So that's why I think the graphics looks better, the roads are better, the scenery and the distance is better. So yeah, they've done very well in this.
Have you run this in the VR yet?
No man, I don't have like $800 for the VR thing.
It's not bad. It's not bad. It does have some draw issues, like and some where it'll sort of stutter on you a little bit as you're driving along. But that being said, it is a fucking nice game to look at in VR, because you just can look around the countryside and really enjoy it.
Yeah, and I get that. I think that VR will pretty much be mainly for people who, you know, just running one screen, because that way they can just, you know, use their head to look out the windows. But with me, you know, running 3, I don't really need VR because I can see out the passenger window and the driver's window. So I don't really need to turn my head. I can just look out the windows, yep, no traffic, and just pull out.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm only running my main monitor with a side monitor for all the other peripheral shit. I just use the virtual mirrors so I can see what's outside.
Yeah, that's cool. But yeah, I like the scenery. Like there was one day when I was last night, when I was just running out getting the roads and that, I noticed when I was coming up between Bellington and Stirling, I noticed even like the small things that you wouldn't even notice, because being on Truckers MP, a lot of stuff does not get loaded in. Yeah, I was coming up through there and I actually saw a guy actually playing with a dog. So that was fun.
What did I caught something yesterday? It was bloody, I think it was 10 o'clock at night or something, and pulled up in front of a skate park and old mates were doing their tricks in the skate park. I sat there for a moment and had a bit of a look.
Yeah. But yeah, SCS do drop little Easter eggs in here. Like if you notice, like when it comes to Oregon, what they did with that state, they put all hidden movie and I think TV show references in through the whole state. Because there's one road if you come up into Oregon, and you come through Oregon, if you look to the left, you actually see a guy with a whole heap of horses and cattle or whatever. That's a reference to like the man from Snowy River. And if you like come up into Astoria and cross the bridge on the 101 just before you come into Warburton there, as you come out the roundabout, if you look on the rock, there's a movie reference to Free Willy, because there's a guy standing on a rock, and if you stay there at the right time, you actually see the whale jump over the wall.
Really? Well, that's interesting. I've never seen that.
Yeah, there's movie references through the whole of Oregon if you really look. And I think there's one up the, I think it's the intersection. Yeah, it's up near Pendleton, the one that you turn off to go into like the service centre and the truck depot. If you look closely, there's like an ornament with a guy on horses, and there's a whole group of cows like standing on rocks. But if you look in there, there's actually a cow there with two heads. Now, I think that's a movie reference to an American TV show or something. So yeah, there's all little like hidden Easter eggs all through the whole game. You just got to look for them.
Yeah, well, that's it. With the amount of time I have to actually get on and drive and stuff, it's pretty much just... I had a pretty good account, and then I lost a hard drive and the account was wiped, and for whatever reason I logged back into, well, the trucks again.
Oh yeah.
So, starting from scratch, so basically every time I'm getting on now, it's just drive, earn money, build up again. Then it's...
Yeah, well that's what I did. It's only taken me a couple of months, and I'm already back up 100% map completion. So, but yeah, doing the special transport again. Because see, when they put 141 on beta, SES did state if you update to 141, this is when they gave us the code to access the 141. They said even if it went into open beta, like if you updated to 141, you cannot downgrade back to 140 because yeah, it'll mess up your profiles and you won't be able to load up all your saved games. So once you update, you can downgrade again.
Oh, right.
So I just started from scratch. So I thought, why not? New version, new update. I'll just start from scratch. What the hell?
Yeah, it's been good. I've absolutely loved convoys. It's added a whole new aspect to the game where before you drive around by yourself, and now you got people to talk to.
Yeah, and I've noticed a lot of people, because I used to play TMP as well, a lot of players and a lot of VTCs have stopped playing TMP and they're coming on the convoy because, especially when it comes to the trailers, because I was one of the high-end save editors on TMP. Yeah, some trailers that you made through save editing, they used to, you know, float or half dig into the ground or, you know, cause issues and lag. And a lot of people have just, because they don't want to stabilise their servers. So yeah, a lot of people are just coming on the convoy because all their trailers are running 100% complete, you know, or 100% correctly.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I played multiplayer for a very short period of time, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think it was the first night I was on, we were doing a convoy up through California, I think it was, and old mate just come the other way, full noise, just barreled into everyone. Went over barriers and stuff, I think.
Yeah, well, I left, I'm not going to go into details, but I left TMP because there was one day, and it's a shame I wasn't recording at this, but two players were sitting down at Vegas and I was sitting there, and there was probably about 30 other drivers sitting down at Vegas, and yeah, these two truckies, yeah, I'm not going to go into details, but what I will say is, yeah, they were discussing what they actually do to kids under the age of 12 in real life because they drive trucks in real life. So I'm like, nah, if you're going to talk about this in a game, then nah. So I left TMP. I thought, nah, you're not, because I would have taken that, what they were talking about and going into detail, if I was recording, I would have taken it straight to the feds and the cops.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, especially if it's... Well, you just telling me that there would have been, had me in my mind going, need to report those motherfuckers.
Yeah, but I wasn't recording, so technically, you know, it's going to be my word against theirs kind of thing, but...
Oh yeah, I get you. Yeah, totally get you. But if if someone said that while I was streaming, I'd be clipping that shit and be a bigger conversation.
But anyway, let's forget about that.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I'm enjoying Convoy, man. I've noticed, you know, I've met some few friends through Convoy that players, because I've noticed some players who don't play Truckers MP at all, and they just stay on the single player side of it. Yeah, I've met some awesome people. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's been quite enjoyable.
And I do have some regulars come in, like Ben W. Ben W comes in every now and then. 90 kilos, a few other boys, they regulars that come in here, but as soon as they come in here, man, it just turns into a circus because they're just, yeah, they're clowns.
Yeah, they were a little bit on the happy side last night when they came in. You know, after we pushed that old mate up the hill for that hour and a half, that was about my night done. Then I think I did one more run after that. And much not to my credit, I sped run it in the truck. I couldn't have driven properly, but...
Yeah.
It was 2:30 in the morning and I was sort of just going, let's just get this done.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for hosting anyway, man. I appreciate it.
That's alright. That's why I'm going to have to watch, like, if we ended up, if the time comes and we do get up all at the end of the States, I even have to pick up my deliveries and watch my deliveries that I'm going to have to do, because there's no point picking a San Francisco to New York run and then pulling the truck over and then going to bed, because I've got to keep the session going, because, you know, I don't turn it off when there's people in here, you know, and the clock's going to count as I'm sleeping, and maybe when I wake up it's going to be late, you know what I mean? I'm going to have to watch what runs I do.
Oh yeah, you're definitely going to have to pick your time and just say, well, we've got four hours available.
Yeah, because if it's going to take, you know, let's just say 10 hours to go from San Francisco to friggin' New York, you're going to go, oh, nah, I'm not doing that run, that's just too long. Can you imagine it? It'll be like 8,000-9,000 kilometres. Like, nah.
What, an hour in the game's like 5 minutes? I think between 5 and 10?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, some people have actually worked out like an hour in the game is, I think it's like 5 to 10 minutes in real life or something. Some people have broken it down to the finest thing.
Yeah, so you do a 20 hour run, it takes you I think about an hour and 20.
Yeah.
So if you're doing a full across the states, definitely like 4 days, 5 days depending.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to make sure you got that time up your sleeve.
Oh yeah. You know, it's going to get to that part where, you know, if we get to, what have we got? Because you got Texas and what's that? that, and on top of that, what's that, Oklahoma, then you got Dallas, you got all the Dallas, West Dallas, or whatever, South Dakota, oh no, South Dakota, North Dakota. So yeah, you're really going to have to, you plan your runs.
Yeah, if you're going to run it over a convoy, you're going to have to pre-arrange that shit. Days and...
Yeah.
You can't just jump on and then go, hey guys, let's run from San Francisco to New York, or, you know, Washington down to San Francisco, because people will be like, are you on drugs?
Yeah, theoretically, man, because I use the G27, if I did from San Francisco to New York in one straight run in, I think that'll be the only run I'll do, because the time that you do that, and you got the clutch, and you got to change your gears, and then you'd be like, oh, my legs are sore, I need to go for a walk.
I'm running the G27 too.
Yeah, I love the G27. I find it, I've never used the G29 or the G29 80 or 20 or whatever it is, because I know there's 2 or 3 different makes or models of that. There's G29, G29 and the G29 20 or... Yeah, I don't really like it because there's too many buttons on the steering wheel.
Yeah, it's more for Xbox racing and all PlayStation, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. It just makes the weird steering wheel look pluggy, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I almost got a new steering wheel for birthday.
Yeah, since the G27 now is discontinued, because Logitech has announced that it's discontinued. Yeah, the price has kind of gone up on the G27, so... But what I've been doing in my local area, people sell their broken G27s and stuff like that, so I fix them, repair them. If the calibration needs fixing, I'll put the new crucible in, redo them up, set them all back to factory settings, and then resell them for like 300 to 400 bucks.
Nice. I've had mine for a long time and it's done me well. I had a D25 before that. She breaks it, yeah, hard day.
Guys, just you're gonna have to bear with me. I think, I don't know if you can hear me, but my PC just froze. So just bear with me.
Yeah, copy, Aaron.
Alright, just give me 5 minutes. I'll just reset it and you guys can jump back in.
Righto, mate. I'll be back in a Back again, just wait to see if you server back up. And back again.
Yeah, sorry about that, man. It just, I don't know why. It just, lately,
Yeah, ever since I did that update.
Yeah, it's alright. I don't mind. Mine's frozen up on me, I think, once since I reinstalled, or since I did the 1.4 update. Literally the same thing, just locked up, couldn't do anything with my computer.
I don't know why, man. It just, ever since Windows 10, every now and then the machine would just freeze. Like the other day, I wasn't on this, but I was on another game, and the same thing froze. So I reset the machine, and it couldn't pick up my sound card. Reset the machine again, couldn't pick up the sound card. Reset the machine again, couldn't pick up the sound card. So I turned the computer off, turned the power supply off on the actual computer, because I've actually got the switch. I can actually turn my power supply off. Turn the power supply back on, turn the machine on, and the sound card was working. I don't know if it's an issue with Windows 10 or what, but every now and then it just freezes.
I can't say I've had that one, mate.
Yeah, because I've got everything on auto update as well, so the drivers are constantly updated, everything's all updated, Windows 10 update. So I know it's probably not a driver issue, I just don't know why. I think it might be a Windows 10 issue that every now and then it just freezes.
Windows 10 I wouldn't be surprised, mate.
Yeah, and then they're already thinking of releasing Windows 11 next year.
Yeah, it's already out.
Yeah, did you also hear that apparently in some of the description on Windows 11, if your computer doesn't have a certain, I think it's a certain driver or a certain attachment in your computer, you can't install Windows 11 apparently?
Really?
Yeah, so something to do with, oh, what's it called? It's really technical, it's a long word.
Well, I had to buy myself a brand new computer after a lightning strike at my place, so mine's actually like under 6 months old.
Yep.
No, I'll correct myself. I didn't buy a new computer, I built it. But anyway.
Yeah, I know what you meant, man.
And then 2 months after I rebuilt it, one of my hard drives decided to shit itself, so all my game files disappeared. That's what I was talking about when I did a restart. And then a month ago, my main hard drive decided it would no longer like it existing, so it quit as well.
Yeah.
So it's been an expensive year.
Yeah, no, mine is because my auntie, she knew how much I'm into computers and stuff like that. And when she passed away, she left me a nice bit of chunk of money. And in her will, it said that the only way I could use the money is if I go out and buy myself a decent machine. So the system and what I'm talking to you guys now on and using now is the money that she gave me when she passed away. So when people come over and they say, oh, can we play some of this? And I say, no, fuck off, leave the cunt alone, because no one touches this thing except me, because, yeah, my auntie got it for me and no one touches it.
I understand that one, man. I understand that one.
And I tell them, don't even think about thinking about stealing this. You'll get through me. You've got to get through me before you even touch the computer, because, you know, my auntie bought me this, and it's temperamental. So before you even think about taking anything off this or, you know, stealing it, it's mine.
It sounds like play a long game of Fuckowski.
Yeah. So even if I got no money, man, because there's been a few times because I've got 3 fans on the radiator and 2 of them went. So even I had no money because she got it for me and I had no money. I could have used the 30, I think it was $30 to $45 on food. I went out and bought 2 new fans and replaced the fans because she bought me the machine and I had to keep it up and running.
Yeah, good stuff, man.
So yeah, if something goes wrong with this, I'll go out and replace it straight away because yeah, she bought me the machine. So, and I've got to look after it.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. I'm reasonably lucky that I'm a manager in a business I work in, so if I need a new computer, I just...
Yeah.
I just put some...
Yeah, when I bought this, man, it was when the GeForce 1080 Ti was first released. And here, I don't know where you are, but yeah, here in Australia, when that was first released and the shop first got the first supplies in, I bought it. And it was like 900 and something bucks, and I'm like, that's more expensive than the whole fucking computer.
I'm in the Sunshine State, mate.
Oh, okay, yeah, no worries. Yeah, because when that came out, it was, what was it? It was $999, the GTX 1080 Ti.
Yeah, expensive. I settled for the 1070, just because it was one step lower and I didn't really need the graphics.
Yeah, and then what pissed me off, I think it was, I don't know, I think it might have been 4 weeks later or whatever, let's just say a month later, they brought out, what was it, the 1020 Ti or whatever it is, the 20 Ti, and I'm like, oh, you bastards.
That's the way they keep getting you to go back and buy more shit, man.
Yeah, I know, and then they're saying, oh, and then this car can run 4K, and then this and this, and I'm like, oh, you bastards.
Yeah, they'll always suck you back with that little bit, oh, this will give you minutely better graphics, but, you know, you need it to play this game that you're never going to play on full noise anyway.
Yeah. Oh, don't get me wrong, I've seen people when they use their PlayStations or their Xboxes and they're running the 4K and they've got the 4K TVs and that. Don't get me wrong, it does look okay, and the sharpness looks pretty cool, but for a game, is it really worth it?
What?
Hello?
Hey, Milo, how you going? My wife spent $1,000, bought me a $1,000 monitor for my birthday last month, and first thing I did when I plugged it in, I was telling one of my other mates about it. He goes, oh, does it have 2K on it? I was like, no. He goes, oh, so it's just high def. And I was like, yeah, but it's beautiful.
Yeah, you would get that, don't you? You would get some guy go out, oh, what monitor did you run in? And you tell them, they're like, oh, go out and get 4K, bro, or get 2K, bro. You know, and you're like, yeah, right, you get the money?
Yeah, this thing is visually stunning to look at. You've got games on nearly full noise. It runs at 240p and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, it's amazing to look at. But he's like, oh no, you got to get 2K so you can get the infidelity, fidelity or whatever. And I was like, fuck no, dude.
Yeah. Just like when I got into machines and computers and playing games, and especially multiplayer games, man, it took me a lot of years to realise that a lot of people out there cannot afford, you know, let's just say even a $5,000 computer builder setup, you know, they only can operate what they got, you know. It took me a long time to learn that one. Like, not many people out there can afford, you know, these high expensive end computers.
Well, the difference is I can afford it, I just don't do it. no point in having a top-end machine that you can only play 1 or 2 games at full noise on. Everything else will play perfectly fine on a $2,000.
Yeah, actually, yeah, that's a good point.
I don't begrudge anyone who wants to go and spend $10,000-15,000 on a computer, don't get me wrong. When I'm sitting here playing the same game as you, but it doesn't look quite as good as yours does, yeah, that's on you, not me.
Thanks, dude. Yeah, I knew one guy once, man, he was playing ATS and his machine, he could only run it, I think it was only on like low graphics, so there was no shrubs, there was no people walking around, you know, he was missing out half the scenery, like when you're going around Las Vegas and stuff like that, you don't even see the shrubs, all you just see is like brown dirt, that's all he could see. And then one day he just decided, oh fuck it, he went out and got himself a decent machine, and now he's running it on Ultra. He says the game looks 10 times different now because you can see all the little shrubs, you can see people walking around, you can see, a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I run mine on Ultra, man. It's, as I said, 1070 does the job for me, and it's a really nice game to look at visually.
Yeah. I know some people too, when they do the cockpits and that, they swap out their monitors and use the TVs. But see, the only thing with the downside, yeah, you can use the TV, but the downside is it doesn't have what's the word I'm looking for? They don't have the graphics output that monitors have, so they're not as sharp, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. I used to have the full setup, cockpit setup until I built my house, and then I got rid of it.
Oh, yeah.
As I said, the work keeps me fairly occupied, so playing games is something I sort of do on the side, so I don't invest a huge amount of money in it anymore.
Yeah, I don't play that much mini games anymore, man. ATS is probably the main one for sure. Yep, no doubt about it. And then I play Naval Action, and then I do have an MMO game that I do play called Entropia Universe, which it does relate to real money. But even that's died off now because not many people come and get their avatars, haircuts and body works and all that done. So it's pointless logging in instead of their advertising when you get nobody. But apart from that, yeah, ATS and Naval Action are pretty much the only basic ones I play.
Yeah, well, I play a little bit of Escape from Tarkov. I play EVE Online, this one, Star Citizen, Elite Dangerous.
Yeah.
I used to race a lot. I have a fully sponsored race team in iRacing. So, real drive, I had 32 drivers, about 6 sponsors, stuff, but I got over it after a while.
Oh, okay, yep.
I didn't want to run a business while playing computer games, basically.
Yeah. I might do a run. I'll see what I've got. how sometimes when you get a look at your job deliveries, the closest ones usually pay more than the ones that you drive further away, they pay less.
Yeah. Well, I just started hauling my own trailer. I'm using a Lowboy 3-axle single.
Actually, I noticed one guy on the Steam Workshop, he's posted up this, and the way he's got this thing decked out to display his mod is pretty cool, because he's got all the pictures and the way he's got it decked out and everything, but he's got this mod that it's got 2 Lowboys on it, but the way he's attached them, the Lowboy's sitting on the other back of the other Lowboy, and I just read on his post, on his comment, because everyone's going, oh yeah, this works okay, this does that, but I just tried to stir him up a little bit. I said, yeah, but the one thing with this, man, if the trailer combination was real light, the kingpin would snap off because, yeah, it would just snap off because of the weight.
Yeah.
So, and I'm pretty sure your trailers don't work 100% because, yeah, you probably haven't done the weight properly, you haven't done this properly. So I'm kind of, just to see what he's going to say. So I'm going to wait for a reply, see what happens.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, running my own trailer, I've got a 99k run, basically 1200 miles in 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because because I'm, well, coming from the TMP world, yeah, I was sort of one of the guys on TMP, like when a new version comes out or a new trailer comes out, me, Forerunner and a few other players, we're already making up trailer combinations to see what's allowed and what's not allowed on TMP and stuff like that. So when it comes to save editing, yeah, I'm pretty good at it. But, and it's all about, making sure the trailer rides, the correct amount of weight goes on the trailer from what you've got on, because you're not going to save edit a 53-foot trailer, and then you go pick up a load, and the load's only a 28-foot because, yeah, the game's registering as your trailer's a 28-foot because you haven't done it all properly. And that's why I don't use mods, because, yeah, 9 times out of 10 players just change a couple of codes and say, oh yeah, this works, here you go, here's a mod, here's for you guys to use, and then, you go pick up a load and it all stuffs up because, they haven't done it all correctly.
Yep, hear you on that one. Well, it's what's the name from me? I have to head off. I've got to go to bed and get up at 3:50 in the morning to go to work. So.
Okay, man. All right, take it easy. All right.
Yeah, man. I'll be back on your server if you're up and got your server up. I'll be back as often as I can. So see you then.